So Dogecoin.
Yeah, this is why y'all don't get the video version of the podcast just yet. Good.
But this is real talk. This is real talk.
Real.
I mean, that's what we are. Investment bros. So we're over here
but
trying to use the market to hit 100K by the end of the year.
Exactly.
And we're learning all the time. We're learning every day. We're studying. We're analyzing. We're researching. And we're trying to find good plays out there. He's doing it the option way. Me, I'm doing my swing trade way as I build myself to options. Because just like he said before, if you don't have that much money to start off with, you start with like $5 here, $10 here. That's what I did with penny stocks. I started with a little cheap money to try to make some money to build my capital to where I could do options and be able to afford those hits that come with options. Because guess what? I have big money now through swing trade to be able to go play options. But I'm comfortable with my swing trades right now, but I haven't mastered them, and I'm still learning options.
All right. To piggyback off of that, because just so you don't, based off of his statement, you don't put me in a different cloud or anything like that. No. Just if I leave it off that, then it's like, okay, he's this guy, and he this. No. All right.
It's not Silicon Valley.
I mean,
like I said, we brothers.
I mean, one day I'm gonna own that bit. That's a goal. Just playing. Hey, Palo Alto. I'll be Palo Alto. Let me get my little crib out there, real estate. That's gonna be the next move.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, what I was gonna say, he is right. As far as how he came up and how he is coming up, and what his focus is. My focus is recently I've been starting to focus on options. Do not ever put me in the boat of experts because I am not nowhere near an expert on options. Mm-hmm. This is something I've just been playing around with for the past couple of months. I had great days where it's like, 100% return, 116% return. That's like, damn. And then there's some bad days and where it's like, damn, I failed.
Right.
Had some big losses. And again, like sticking to the rules and everything with that shit, you mitigate your losses if you and obviously if you're playing options, depending on the type of option you're doing, you keeping an eye on it. So, set yourself up where, hey, if it hits your price target, get out. If it hits your stop loss, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Definitely. How much you willing to lose?
What I will say as far as my journey to this point and my plans of where I plan to go. Starting off, I did start off with swing trading, and I'm still swing trading. Don't get it mixed up that I'm not swing trading anymore. I still do got swing trades in play because that is guaranteed slow money, but it's money.
Right.
But I definitely want to get into options and getting more involved in doing that. That has been a focus, and that's going to be my focus for this year. That's the goal that's set out for this year, just to make 100 racks off of just options.
Imagine if you were able to put a put on Dogecoin.
If that was an option.
Exactly. If that was an option, exactly.
I mean, if you placed it right, you could. Yeah. That's how that shit how that shit rolls. Yeah.
Like a bet on it losing.
Yeah.
Cash in.
Exactly. And that's what it basically goes with options. And the more you study the charts and you gain more acquainted with the daily moving averages, what the stock is doing, and like people, I recommend it and don't recommend it at the same time. Paper trading, because with paper trading, like you'll definitely save yourself where you'll be learning and you're not losing any money if it goes against you. If it goes for you, you're just like, hey, you made the right choice, and now you see, hey, you're learning how to, you can easily jot down, why did this trade go right for me? Like, okay, and you can study that.
I have a question.
But the only bad thing is, the reason why I don't recommend paper trading sometimes is like for those reasons when it does work for you. It's like, hey, like you could have made money and now you did it.
So that's
it's a double-edged sword, but again, it's what are you willing to risk? Because I know for myself, like, I'm not a gambler, but like I'm also not gonna be too conservative either. Like
Right.
you gotta risk a little bit. It's just the name of like life is a risk. Like if you don't live, if you're not living, if you're not risking, I'm sorry.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
Simple as that. You're not living if you're not risking. Like you feel alive when it's like, damn, I did something. You accomplished something crazy. It's like making your heart beat. Like you living.
All right. So my question.
My bad for running.
No problem. So my question. All right. So let's say you're doing paper trading, and you put some money in something into a play, and you see the play is succeeding. You don't have enough time to get back in and just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Do they show the progress, or is just the end result? That's all they show.
Oh nah. It's one. There's different platforms where you can do paper trading.
Mm-hmm.
I use Think or Swim with TD Ameritrade. I also know Webull offers paper trading, I believe.
Yes, it does.
And there's a few others. But as far as with the paper trade, it is based off of the live market. But I know with TD Ameritrade, I'm not sure with the others, there is like a 15-minute delay sometimes. So that could be a factor.
Right.
Definitely, especially if you're doing a day trade. And that's a whole nother topic. But
who knows how much you go up or down by the time it goes through.
Between 15 minutes, you could gain $1,000 or lose $1,000 that fast.
Right.
So, depending, especially on what you're trying to trade. But I know a friend of mine where like she was definitely in a paper trade, and this is her strategy. And like what she'll do, like if it's working for her in a paper trade, she'll try to jump. If she's seeing success in it, like she'll jump in and see if that continue to ride. Sometimes that works for her. Sometimes it does work against her because it's all about timing.
Exactly.
Like you gotta again if you're watching the chart and watching the actual live movement of it, then you can definitely time when to jump in. And if you've seen if it's on an uptrend or a downtrend, whatever you're trying to do, whatever the option play is.
Right.
So it's a time factor, bro. Like, so it's like.
So that my question is legit.
It's legit. Like so, like
paper trade and the actual trade.
So again, so if you see it's going, okay, you better jump in soon if it's right.
A quick few dollars, real quick, or
then again, no. I don't want to say
you don't advocate for it.
I don't want to advocate for it. Like again, you have to do your DD on your stock. You have to see what it's doing for you, and if you feel comfortable, like okay, did it move enough for you to go in? Because honestly, because the price that you paid on the paper trade, if it's moving up, now it's more expensive.
Right.
So it's not at that same price that you paid for it on the paper trade.
Right.
So let's say it moved up 10-20%. And it's consistently you seeing that it's been moving like that for the past hour.
Wait for it to go up 20%.
You can, but do you want to?
Would you rather wait for 10% or?
That's why, honestly, this is my thing, people. Like this is why I don't paper
research.
No, that I advocate do your research, but this is why I don't paper trade because like I don't want to miss out.
Lose time. You're wasting time.
But at the same time, so let's say it's working against me. Like this is what the risk that I have to deal with, and so if I don't believe in it, and if this was just I knew I was a gamble or anything like that, whatever. Like if I don't have that much faith in the stock, I didn't do that much DD like I should have done, because I'm getting better at it. Like again, I'm not an expert.
Right.
But if I get to that point and I see it working against me, okay, I'm cutting my losses at 30%. If it hits 30% within that time frame, especially if it's a short contract, yeah, time to go. Because hey, you're failing. On to the next one. Like I'd rather lose 30% on a trade and still have money in the bank, knowing that I still have potential to put something else versus I lost the whole thing because I'm like,
right.
Because I was that stubborn. But again.
He felt that, but
as a person who's telling you I've broken my own rules And
you're gonna break yours.
And I've been that stubborn, and I let it just run because fuck it. I really believed that it was gonna do what it did, and it worked against me, and I have to eat that. None of you guys have to eat that, but I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to do what I had. What this is a risk of if you want to go the way I did. This is a risk of what may happen to you. Mm-hmm. You may lose the whole contract. And the thing is, I definitely I think by Wednesday, because it was a weekly contract. By Wednesday, I was like, man, you know what? Like, yeah, this shit's not gonna happen.
How much?
Like, I was definitely trying to sell. Like, I put it out there, like, let me sell this contract.
Offload.
But because it was a bad contract and prices really went against me. Like,
nobody wanted to buy it.
Like, dumb niggas ain't gonna buy that. Like, I wanted.
We'll wait till it drops some more, then we'll buy it.
No. Why buy it? Because okay, they're just gonna
buy it at the bottom.
No, they're gonna buy it at the bottom and waste $1 because it's only gonna be worth $10 or $1. They just wasted it because
I'm thinking he's
again because you gotta think of the time and all that stuff. So it's like because
options, there's no buying the dips when it comes to options.
Hell no, there's no buying dips. I don't know.
Options is you either choose up or you choose down. If it don't go your way, get out.
Basically, I would say that like you want to buy it on the trend. Is it on the trend going up or is it on the trend going down? Like if you're doing a put, but you don't want to buy on the dips because like you don't want dips because okay, dips mean you lost money because okay, it went up 30%, but then it dipped. It dipped 25%, but then you have to think about theta. So theta also
so the other 5%.
Probably I'm not
2%.
I'm not gonna give percentage on that shit. Time. Whatever it is, but that's also working against you. So you don't want dips. You want like yes, there are going to be dips, but if you place the correct option, if you play it right, you're anticipating the dip. So like. That's not going to be a factor, or it's not. You already
factored in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant to say. You already factored in these types of dips that you could potentially do. But again, if you choose the right strike price and it runs past that shit, and it does a dip, but you're so far up in profit, it's like bitch already in profit. Like that dip don't hurt me. I got in at another price. You feel me?
Right.
So. You don't want dips, but they happen. So choose the right strike price. And the dips really is really when we're just talking about a call option. Just want to make sure that's clear, because for a put option, that's all you want. You want dip. You want that shit to fall. You want
that shit to crash.
You want that shit just to keep falling,
plummet to the earth.
If you're doing the put. Now, that shit's going up.
Make sure you get out before it comes up.
Now that shit starts doing an uptrend, going back up. It's like
so. Let's say it dropped 40 and it come up 5 or 10. That means you need to get out, right? Because it looks like you got to keep going.
It can. I mean, but then again, it's really a percentage thing. So I don't like talking about prices, but like
that's what I said.
Let it bit
percentage.
Yeah. So like if it gives you.
You drop 40%.
I mean, if it dropped, and so 40%. Your contract went up 40%, but then you lose the 20% on. Okay, yeah.
Timing.
It's really the timing, and then
is it gonna drop some more?
Is it a weekly contract?
That's true
is
too.
What is the stock doing? And so you gotta go back to the charts. Is it in stage 1? Is it in stage 2? Is it in stage 3? Or is it stage 4? Okay, so if it's on the stage 4 breakdown, so again, you gotta choose the right option on it. But a lot of the stage 1 concept is really played for swing trades, but it can help you when you're thinking about your long call or your long options. So this doesn't necessarily work best for like weeklies or like for day trades. But if you got like a long call or a long put option, this can help you. Where okay, it's in a stage 4, so it's breaking down. It's going down. But even on its way down,
there's a little dip.
It's the opposite of a
no,
dip.
not dip. It has a little,
that's
little
what I'm
jump.
saying. Exactly.
Little jump.
I want you to say it right there. The opposite is it's gonna have this pull up. Like it's not gonna break all the way down. If you look again, if you go to the stock charts and look up any stock, when they're breaking down, they're going down. They don't go straight. They don't go straight down.
They have a little jump.
They'll jump up a little bit
and fall some more.
It's a false pullback. It's a false trying to go back up, and then it's gonna break down some more. That's what you want for the put. But it's a gamble, guys. And you're gonna definitely have to put in time to learn it. It is equity wise, it will save you because you can lose. You do have the potential to lose a lot of money or gain a lot of money fast compared to the swing trade.
Exactly, and that's what's appealing about it.
And it's a smaller amount too, because it
up
depends
front,
on
it's a smaller amount. Yes.
Yeah, depending on your position and everything like that.
Smaller amount.
So because if you bought $750 worth of that stock, that train of thought kind of lost me. But if you, just saying, you it's difficult, people. I'm just saying, like it's complicated.
Right, so let me go into
this.
This
is gonna be the part you cut off.
let me go into this. No, this is just be another segment for another video. Fuck it, because we had a lot of different segments that we've said so far anyway. So this is I'm gonna go into this. BTX. See, now that one was a good swing trade for me, but I also knew about BTX, and I feel this way about VXRT, that it's a good long-term investment. Yeah. Now with BTX, I made quick money, fast money, big money, and I sold off a good amount of shares, but I maintained a good enough amount of shares where I'm still making money. Now the profit on that has fluctuated up and down as far as like my losses, but my losses are really losses in profit. I'm still in the green as far as what I put in. Mm-hmm. So BTX has been real good to me. I actually want to put more in. And I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna put it in through one of these different various apps or whatever, because I have BTX in 2 or 3 different apps right now. Webull fucking with me. Mm-hmm. Robinhood, I already just turned my back on Robinhood.
Oh, keep on. I'm listening.
But BTX has been a real good investment, and what's crazy is like when I first jumped in, I was telling you about it, because I like to tell my brother about little plays that I see from the swing trade perspective. It's like, oh, dude, this one's making a run. Time to jump in. I jumped in on $11. Same day, I sold it at 14 and change. I made a little over $350. I was like, all right, well, I made my money for the day, because you want to be a millionaire, you need $273 a day. Not a millionaire, you need to make 6 figures. You need $273 a day. I made $300. I was like, all right, I already made today, and I'm started for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Boom. A week later, that same stock that I bought at $11 was at $30 That shit doubled in a week. I was mad. I sold. That's the money I left on the table.
Yup.
But I didn't know I was going to do that.
Nobody knows the money I've lost.
Hold on to dear life type shit when it comes to that. They were diamond handing that, and it jumped up to $30. I bought in again that same day, not even a week. 60? That same day it doubled, went up to $60 a share. You mean I'm not gonna sell out some of it? I did.
Money.
I did, but that was a very good swing trade, and I believe in it. Like right now, it's lost $30-something per value, but it's gonna come back up. It's something that it can easily hit $100 a share, and I need to continue to buy in before it gets there.
That's kind of like why I still feel with VXRT it can still run up to those prices.
Exactly.
Because it's still the belief in the stock. And
I lost a couple hundred, but I believe in you.
So people, it's not for the faint of heart getting into stocks. If you're not afraid to see prices move against you, sometimes, um, I don't know what you. This might not be for you, because you're gonna. It's never always gonna be a home run. But if you're doing your DD, if you're knowing buying low, and you're really knowing when to buy low, and you're seeing these prices, and you believe in these stocks, yo, sometimes these trades, yo, if you're new into this, don't expect these trades, oh, I just bought it today, why is the stock market working against me? No,
It don't work like
you
that.
gotta learn, fool. Like, understand, like, it takes time, and again, like, some of these trades, maybe these swing trades are for a week, maybe these swing trades are 2 weeks, a month, quarterly. Sometimes these trades take almost 6 months to happen.
Every stock has its season.
So, like, I will tell you personally, me and my brother will tell you that one stock that we kind of, we're riding it out. We bought it low and it's still doing its thing. And I bought it midway low, then I bought more at its low, just to expand on my position.
Exactly.
Just so,
Because we know
it's gonna do its thing, but
right now it's been really letting us down.
taking its time.
So we're looking elsewhere so we're not disappointed by it.
So again, you gotta be, and I
You gonna tell them what it is?
yeah. I have no afraid. I'm not afraid to tell you the stocks or anything like that. Ebon, this is one of them blockchain stocks. EBON, Ebon again. It has its potential. It's definitely gonna hit the price target again. But as of lately, it's been on a sell off. So right now it's accumulating in its stage one. If we start looking at the charts, if it start breaking the whole 20-day average, all that good stuff, 50-day average, whatever, hopefully it hits the next process, hit up to the next stage, hit up stage 2 and on its breakout.
Yes,
But
sir.
again, you have to be patient with these swing trades, and that's gonna be the key way of winning in stocks, guys. And again, it's easy to say this. It's a simple concept. Buy low, sell high.
Exactly.
Very easy concept. Very hard practice to put into. Yeah.
And honestly, it really boils down to what you're trying to get out of the market.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going into the market one way, you go into the market another way. We're not going to take the same path. Because there's many different variations to benefit from the market. Many different variations.
Exactly. And again,
That's where dividends and shit come in.
I mean, and that's a whole nother topic right there.
Exactly.
But it is
what you're trying to get out of the market.
What do you want to do? And honestly, like what kind of trader or investor are you trying to be? Because there's traders and there's investors. Swing trading is more on it can be both. Swing traders can run in both.
Of course, I mean, swing traders could leave some for investment purposes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it in that route, but again, if you're a day trader and all that stuff, more kudos to you. But smart day traders know they're gonna be taking profits and putting it into long-term stuff. Just
exactly.
You want to secure your profits, you want to secure your money, and all that good stuff. Any good day trader will tell you that. Will agree with that statement. But going off of what he was saying again, as what you are trying to do in the market is what you're trying to do in the market. But then again, is what you have in the bank account, what you have, what kind of capital you're playing with. So again, when you hear people's advice or what people are doing, don't start where you can start. Don't start where I start, because we don't have the same account. Maybe you have more than me, and kudos to you. Maybe I have more than you. Kudos to me, I guess. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it's start where you start. Learn from there, run from there. Because
Charlemagne like to say, act your wage. Whatever you got, do it.
Yeah, because maybe I can, and again, when I was mentioning 30% losses or anything like that, maybe you can risk a 50% loss because you have more banking account, or maybe that was money that was a little closer, tighter, and maybe you have less, and you can only risk 20. Okay, like that's for you.
It's given to you.
But you need to understand, like, hey, prices do move and they can fluctuate. And as fast as it drops to 20%, it can run up to 50 within that same 30 minutes.
Exactly.
So, you just gotta again do your DD and play your game. Learn, apply the rules, take the teachings from where all the different people who are giving out knowledge. Because one thing, if you're the smartest man in the room, you need to change rooms.
Yes, sir.
So again, always keep getting knowledge and apply the rules that work for you, and you're gonna get your strategies, and you're gonna see what works for you, what didn't work. Like, okay, I don't like using these tracking devices or this scanners, whatever. Okay, fuck it. Find the ones that do it for you. Find what works for you. There's ways to make money, and people, you got to get into the money flow. You got to get into this flow of money. Like, there's so much money being exchanged every fucking day, and I refuse not to have a part in it anymore. I want money. Don't you?
Day, every day.
My nigga?
Money is freedom. I need freedom.
And I said my niggas for my niggas, and I say my crackers for my crackers.
So what we're doing is buying income.
I'm sorry, guys.
The more income we have, the more free time we have to do what we choose to do.
So yeah.
This has been another episode of Investment Bros. Y'all have a good one. Peace, family.
Hey, holla at your boy. I'm not giving y'all my socials.
But it's Money Talk Sundays.
Y'all find me where y'all find me. I'll give it to y'all later.
Deuces.
I'm tired.